Welcome to Southern Country Living, where Calvin and Marie's love is always given. Cooking up a storm, sharing their life. Do what you love what you do. That's their advice. Down in the South, where the living is sweet, come on in, take a seat. We'll show you how to cook with love and live a life that you're proud of. Join us on this journey, come along for the ride. Southern Country Living.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
We hope everyone is doing great today. For today's video, we're going to be making a cabbage soup, and this is a really popular recipe, and it's very delicious. Marie, she just got through making, we've already got them in the plastic container, but she just got through making us a real pretty plate of cookies. They're called chocolate oatmeal cookies, and by the time you see this video, we're going to play that video the day before. So you've already seen the video of Marie making those cookies, and they were delicious, Marie.
Yeah, and we're doing both videos on the same day. That's why you'll see this short twice if you watch the videos.
Okay. On this recipe that I'm going to be using today, one of our viewers sent this recipe to me, and her YouTube name is Trust But Verify. And she just sent this to us about just a few days ago, and when I seen it, I told Marie, I said, we need to make this recipe. I think it'd be really good. Yeah. And so as we were getting ready to do it today, I was checking and I realized that Marie has made basically the same recipe before on a video, but the recipe is called hamburger and cabbage soup. But I'm gonna modify it just a little bit because I'm good at that. I love to change things around a little bit. But basically, we're going to follow her recipe on everything. But instead of putting ground beef in it, I'm going to use 2 cans of white beans. And you can use any kind you want to. I think I ended up with 1 can of navy beans and 1 can of great northern beans. And so we're going to also be putting in an onion that's chopped up, 2 stalks of celery that's chopped up, several of the little small carrots chopped up. I've got 4 cups of cabbage chopped in little 1-inch pieces. I've got 4 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to use chicken broth since we're not using beef. And then we got some spices. I've got some salt, some black pepper, got a little bit of the red pepper flakes, and 1 spoon of the sugar.
And so, if you didn't have hamburger meat and you had that the sausage links, you could cut that and put that in there. That smoked sausage, couldn't you, Calvin?
You could do that. You could use ground pork. You could use ground turkey. You could even put chicken in if you wanted to. Any meat would work fine. But we decided and we've got several packages of ground beef out there in the freezer, but rather than get one out and thaw it out, we decided to put the beans in it, since Marie has already made it with the beef before. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this onion and put it in my pan here. I'm going to let it start sautéing. I'm going to move your cookies down a little bit, Marie, so I won't get nothing on. Okay, next, I'm going to put the celery in. And then I'm going to add the carrots. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute these for several minutes and let them start getting a little bit soft. Now, her recipe did not call for putting garlic in it, but if you wanted to, you could add some garlic to it. This particular recipe here is very popular for soups where you put carrots, onions, and celery in it, and I always like to put just a little bit of garlic in it, but we won't add any garlic today. Okay, so we're going to let this saute for about 4 or 5 minutes, and when it gets through sauteing, I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back, and the onions are starting to look soft, so I'm going to go ahead and add my other ingredients. first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put the cabbage in. And I'm going to let this cabbage stay in here for just a minute or two before I add the other stuff. Okay. Let it start wilting down just a little. It sure is smelling good. This is going to make a great supper for us tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. On this, I used about 1/2 of a small head of cabbage, and the other half, I put it back in the refrigerator, and Maria probably makes some good slaw with the other half. Okay, I'm going to give it about 1 more minute before I add the other ingredients. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add the other ingredients, and you can use 2 cans of any type of white beans you want to use, and you can rinse them and drain them if you want to, but I'm going to leave the juice in there. I think it'll make the soup be just a little thicker. And that was a can of navy beans, and this one here is a can of Great Northern beans. And then I'm going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes, juice and all. Now on her recipe, it calls for adding 8 ounces of tomato sauce, but I decided I'm not going to put the tomato sauce in at this time, but I will leave that in the recipe in the description below, so if you want to use it, you can. Okay, next I'm going to add the chicken broth to it, and on hers it calls for beef broth, but like I said, I'm changing it up just a little bit. Okay, and then the last ingredient is going to be our seasonings, and sprinkle all these in, and then I'll give it a good mixing. Well, sure does look good. Like everyone said, this is soup weather, and I love soups. Okay, I'm going to cover this with the lid. I'm going to let it come to a boil, and after it comes to a boil, I'm going to let it cook for probably about 30 to 40 minutes. I will turn the heat down just a little bit once it starts boiling. But when it gets done, we'll come back and do a taste test on it. Okay, I'm back, everyone, and the soup is really smelling good, and it looks great too. It's been cooking. I went ahead and let it cook for 40 minutes, and I want those carrots to be real good and tender for me.
It smells great.
It does. It smells great. I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off and turn it off, and I'm going to let it sit here and cool down for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes before we eat it. But while the soup was cooking, Marie made us some cornbread muffins, and these are her Mexican cornbread muffins, and they are just absolutely beautiful. And let me show you one over here. Okay, and so what I'm going to do, I'll put the recipe for these Mexican cornbread muffins in the description below with the soup recipe, so if you want to make them, they can make them too. But I'm going to eat one of these muffins with my soup, but I'll crumble mine up and put it in the bottom. Marie likes hers on the side.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to let this cool down just a few minutes, and we'll be back with you, and we'll have it all played up and do a taste test. Okay, everyone, we're back. This is our cabbage soup. We're having Mexican cornbread to go with it, iced tea, and then for a little dessert, we're going to have Marie's chocolate oatmeal cookies. And I'm looking forward to those as much as I am this, Marie. But I've had one already today, so I may have one more later this evening. But let's do a taste test on this, Marie, and see what we think about it.
Okay.
And it's been cooling for about 7 or 8 minutes, so maybe it won't be too hot and we can eat it without getting burned. Well, that's perfect. Not too hot. I got just a little taste of that red pepper flakes I put in there. That hit it good. Get one of these carrots and see how tender they are. I haven't tried the carrots yet.
It's very good.
Oh, those are great, aren't they?
Yes, and it's got protein in it for people that not buying as much meat as they usually do, because we're not, and we substitute beans for it, didn't we?
It turned out great.
Yeah.
Taste is good too. I can't wait to eat it. Well, it is definitely good, Marie, and that cabbage is so tender, very flavorful. I'm gonna have to have one more bite before we finish the video. Good.
Yeah. Some people even put beef in it, like beef stew meat, and we didn't put hamburger meat in it, but I really don't miss it.
I don't either. And I've still got my cornbread muffin. I haven't put that in there yet. I want to do a taste test without it first.
I know one more flavoring that would make this over the top. A little bit of bacon grease.
I'm trying to cut back on bacon grease.
Just a tad. That would really set it off, but it's good just by itself.
Yes, and the one thing that I did on this one.
This is healthy. The bacon grease wouldn't. Calvin is doing good, and I'm following behind him, trying to. Okay,
on her recipe, she had called for 2 teaspoons of salt, but what I did on ours, I only used 1 teaspoon of salt. I cut back on the salt just a little bit because I know that the beans has salt in them too. And so I think it turned out real good. It's definitely delicious, and we're going to enjoy this. This is going to make a great meal tonight.
Yeah, it's an easy weeknight meal, and it's budget friendly also.
Okay, so if y'all try this, leave in the comments. Let us know what you think about it. And also let us know what you thought about Marie's chocolate oatmeal cookies, because those were fantastic. I've always loved those. You've been making them ever since we were been married, just about, haven't you, Marie?
Yes, they're very delicious and easy and no bake.
And I love them. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close this video out for today. But y'all have a great day, and we will see you on our next video.
And like Calvin said, we'll see you on our next video. So do what you love and love what you do, and have a great day. Bye.
I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. when the